In chapter number 15, that is in our environment. So in this chapter, that is we shall be studying how various factors in the environment interact with each other and how we impact the environment. In previously, that is we discussed how different materials are cycled in the environment in the separate biological cycles, and in these cycles, that is essential nutrients like nitrogen, carbon, oxygen, as well as water are changed from one form to another form. Now here, that is we shall some, that is human activities affect these cycles. So in a one, that is what happens when we add our waste to the environment. So in our daily activities, that is we generate lot of material that are thrown away. So first we take the activity, that is 15.1. It will be different from two other books. So we have to collect the waste material from our homes, and this could include all waste generated during our day, like kitchen waste, that is spoiled food, vegetable peels, used steel use, milk packets, as well as empty cartons, waste paper, empty medicines bottle, empty medicine strips, bubbles packs, okay, old and torn clothes, and broken footwear. So all this we have to collect the waste material from our home. Now this material, we have to bury this material in a pit in the school garden, okay, or in the farm or near our home. So you can collect the material in an old bucket or as flower pot and cover with at least 15 centimeter deep inside the soil. So now keep this material moist and observe after 15 days. So what are the materials that remain unchanged over long period of the time? So these are the question. Afterwards we go answer. And what are the materials which change their form and structure over the time? And of these materials that are changed, which ones change the fastest? So for that, that is what are the materials that remain unchanged over long period of the time? So the materials that remain unchanged over long periods of time are empty medicines, bottles, bubble packs, milk packets, broken footwear. Okay, this type of material remain unchanged over long period of the time. Okay, and the second question, what are the materials which change their form and structure over time? So the material that change their form are rubber, food, vegetable peels, used tea leaves, empty cartons, waste paper, old and torn clothes, broken footwear if made of leather. Okay, so this type of materials, it can be changed their form and structure over the time. And next again, of these materials are changed, which ones change the fastest? So out of this material that are changed very fast are vegetable peels, used tea leaves, as well as spoiled food. Okay, so this type of materials that are changed very fast, okay, from one form to another form. Now as we have seen, that is in chapter number 6, that is life processes, okay, that the food we eat digested by the various enzymes in our body. So here enzymes are the specific in their action. Specific enzymes are needed for the breakdown of particular substance, like that is human made materials like plastics will not be broken down by the action of the bacteria. So here this material will be acted upon by physical process like heat as well as the pressure. Now, substances that are broken down by the biological process, that is action of the bacteria, are said to be biodegradable. It is known as the biodegradable. Substances that are broken down by the action of bacteria, that is a biological process, are said to be biodegradable. And the substances that are not broken down by the action of the bacteria, it is said to be non biodegradable. It is known as non biodegradable. So again repeat that with. that is biodegradable substance, that is substance which can be broken down by the action of the bacteria, and other decomposite is known as the saprophytes, like a paper, cloth, vegetable, plants matter. Okay, all these substances are biodegradable. Okay, substance which can be broken down by the action of the bacteria and decomposer or other saprophytes. Example: paper, clothes, vegetables, plant matters. Okay, all these are biodegradable substances. While non-biodegradable substances which cannot be broken down by the action of the bacteria and other saprophytes, for example, glass, plastics, metals. Okay, all these are non biodegradable substance. Okay, substance which cannot be broken down by the action of the bacteria and other saprophytes. Okay, these are known as the non biodegradable substances. For example, glass, plastics, metals. Okay, all these substances are non biodegradable substance. Now in activity 15.2, we'll take use the library or internet to find out more about biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. So as we previously discussed, that is paper, cloth, vegetable and plant matter. These are the biodegradable substances. While glass, plastics, metal, these substances are known as the non-biodegradable substances. Now the next question, that is how long are various non-biodegradable substances expected in last in our environment? So for that, why long are various non-biodegradable substances expected to last in our environment? So because the microorganisms like bacteria and decomposers, okay, like saprophytes, have specific role to play in the environment. They can break down only natural products like paper, wood, etc. But they cannot be broken down man-made products like a plastic, rubber. Okay, based on these substances are biodegradable and some are non biodegradable. Okay, again I repeat that, that is question is like that: how long are various non biodegradable substances expected to last in our environment? So here, for that, that is substances that are broken down, as we discussed, that is a substance that are broken down biological processes, that is non-biological substance, are expected to last for hundreds years without undergoing any changes. Okay, some of the non-biodegradable substances are expected to last for hundreds of years without undergoing any changes. Next question: these days new type of plastics which are said to be biodegradable are available. Find out more about such materials and whether they do or do not harm the environment. So for that, that is biodegradable plastics made with the plant-based matter material. Okay, biodegradable plastics made with the plant-based material is available in the market, but this plastic also requires specific time as well as condition to biodegradable properly. So if it is not used judicially and properly, it can also cause the havoc, that is which may or may than the conventional plastics. Okay, again I repeat that biodegradable plastics made with the plant based material is available in the market now, but these plastics also require specific time and conditions to biodegradable properly. So if it is not used judicially and properly, it can also harm the environment, which may or may than the conventional plastics. Now Next question, that is in-text question, that is first one. Why are some substances biodegradable and some non-biodegradable? Okay, that is the in-text question. Why are some substances biodegradable and some non-biodegradable? So, because the microorganisms like bacteria and decomposers like saprophytes have specific role to play in the environment, and they can break down only natural products like paper, wood, okay, etc. But they cannot be broken down man-made products like plastics, rubber, etc. It based on this, some substances are biodegradable and some are non-biodegradable. Then second question, give any ways in which biodegradable substance should affect the environment. Give any two ways in which biodegradable substances would affect the environment. So there are two ways. That is, first one, they keep the environment clean as they are easily decomposed. And second one, they can easily go through the geochemical cycles with the help of the decomposers. Again, I repeat, give any two ways in which biodegradable substances would affect the environment. So they can be the environment clean as well as they are easily decomposed. Second point, that is, they can easily go through the geochemical cycles with the help of decomposers. And third question, give any two ways in which non-biodegradable substances would affect the environment. So first point, they cause air, soil as well as water pollution. Okay, that is first way, that is non-biodegradable substances affect the environment. They cause air, soil, air pollution, soil pollution as well as water pollution. And they may cause biomagnification in the food chain resulting in end of the human. They may cause biomagnification in the food chain resulting in the end of the human. Now, ecosystem, what are its the component? Now, this topic is related by the government, but just we have to highlight it. That is ecosystem. That is all biotic and abiotic components and their interaction make the ecosystem. Okay, biotic and abiotic components and their interaction make the ecosystem. The biotic component of an ecosystem are all the living organisms. Okay, all biotic components of an ecosystem are all the living organism. The non-biotic components are the physical factor like temperature, rainfall, wind, soil, and minerals. For example, forest, ponds, lakes, desert are natural ecosystem. So these are the natural ecosystem. Okay, that is, biotic components of an ecosystem are all the living organisms. The non-biotic components are the physical factor like temperature, rainfall, wind, soil, and minerals. For example, forest, ponds, lakes, and desert are natural ecosystem. Okay. Now, green plants, green plants and algae that make food by the photosynthesis are called the producers. Okay. Green plants and algae that make food by the photosynthesis are called the producer. And the organism that depend on producer for food either directly or indirectly are called the consumer. Okay, organisms that depends on producers for food either directly or indirectly are called the consumer. And then after we discuss about the decomposers, microorganisms like bacteria and fungi that break down the complex organic substance present in dead plants and animal matter into simple inorganic substance are called the decomposers. Microorganisms like bacteria and fungi that break down the complex organic substance present in dead plant and dead animal matter into simple inorganic substances are called the decomposers. It is known as the decomposers. So again I repeat, that is producer, consumers as well as the decomposer. So what is the meaning of producers? Green plants and algae that make food by the photosynthesis are called producers. It is known as the producers. Then second one, consumers. Organisms that depends on producers for food either directly or indirectly. Substances, okay, are called the consumers. And then decomposers, microorganisms like bacteria and fungi that break down the complex organic substances present in the dead plant and animal matter into simple inorganic substances are called the decomposer. It is known as the decomposers. Then after food chains and webs, this topic also cancelled, just highlights it. That is the series of organisms that take part in transferring food energy from producer to consumer, consumer to decomposer. It is known as the food chain. So what is the meaning of food chain? The series of organisms that take part in the transferring food energy from producer to consumers, consumer to decomposers are called food chain. Here, every step of food chain is called the trophic level. It is known as the trophic level. That is first producer. It is also known as the autotrophs. That is first trophic level. Then second one, primary consumers. It is also known as herbivores. That is second trophic level. And third one, that is secondary consumers. It is also known as small carnivores. It is a third trophic level. And last one, that is territory consumer. It is large carnivores. That is fourth trophic level. So these are the trophic level: first, second, third, and fourth. In first trophic level, that is producer, that is autotrophs. And second trophic level, primary consumer, that is herbivores. And in third trophic level, that is secondary consumer, that is small carnivore. And in fourth trophic level, that is territory consumer, large carnivore. It is a large carnivorous.